All right, Chico. Welcome to our channel. My name is Darryle. You're with two gringos on the go, but today you're just with one gringo, and his name is Darryle. Welcome. We are here in Puerto Morelos, Mexico. So I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining me. This is our usual live stream every Sunday and Wednesday. Now we do it at 8 p.m. Eastern Central Standard Time. Oh my God, let me clean these glasses so I can see you guys. At least a little bit anyway. See myself anyway. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for hopping on. Truly appreciate it wherever you're watching from. Drop me a comment. That would be great. It's always fun to see where everybody's at. I am in Puerto Morelos, Mexico, on the Caribbean coast of Mexico. Happy days. So life has been pretty good. Thank you, Jennifer. The sound is fine, the wife says. Perfect. Other than I'm screaming and I'm very loud. Well, that's good for us old people that are deaf and bald and blind and fat. Okay, bueno, welcome, Roger. I don't want to touch anything over here in this area because I don't want to lose the camera. I don't want to lose the microphone, and everything is just so sensitive. Oh my God, it's like the world. It's so sensitive. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, especially my own. And I don't want to unplug anybody, especially you, from me. Sounds echoey. What? No way. Jennifer just told me it sounded great. Why do you say it sounds echoey? Come on, man. Help a brother out. Maybe it's your room that you're in. Maybe because I got the door closed. Let me check and make sure I'm in. Oh, maybe a little bit. Make sure I'm using my USB. Oh, here.
Oh, that should be better. Yeah, it was on the other audio. How's that? It was on. Wasn't using my cordless microphone. It was using the camera. Way better now. Thank you so much for that. See, never listen to the wife. See, the wife, they think they're right all the time, but they're not really. They think they are, but they're not. I had to go in my settings and I could see that the audio was connected to the camera versus this stupid cordless microphone that actually works pretty well. Obviously, you can hear the difference already. So, excelente. Thank you so much, my friend Keith. Keith's here to save the day again, as always. Thank you so much. Oh, she said fine, not good. No, okay. You better lie. Happy wife, happy life. Yes, okay. Well, I'm glad the audio sounds better. I'll have to remember to check that more often because it used to be automatically, but the camera did disconnect for a few seconds just before I went on and I had to reconnect it. So it obviously jumped back over to the camera audio versus the cordless mic audio. So I'll have to double check, triple check everything. Just like when I'm working in the kitchen, I'd always double check, triple check, quadruple check everything before I leave the kitchen to make sure that did I turn the gas off? Did I turn the deep fryer off? Is the convection oven off? Is the charbroiler off? Oh my God, did I close the freezer door? I was just in the freezer before I left. Did I close that door? Oh my God. And then I would go home and I'd be like, I don't know if you're that guy, but I'm that guy. I'd go home and be like, okay, did I do all this stuff? Oh my God. Oh my God. But I just got in the habit of like triple checking everything before I go out the door. I was usually the kitchen manager, so I was like the last guy to leave a lot of times. So that being said, whenever I did the closing shift, I would always like make sure quadruple check everything to make sure everything was fine. I guess I have to continue on with those habits even into my old age here doing the YouTube gig in Puerto Morelos. My pronunciation is so terrible, guys. Please forgive me. I'm learning slowly. I'm a very slow learner, so have patience with me, please. That I know Jennifer does. So my pronunciation is terrible. I was watching this video, editing a video tonight just before I started the live stream, and I'm pronouncing it Puerto Morelos. Morales. I was not putting any emphasis on the O, Puerto Morelos, and should actually roll the O or the R for that. I've heard people roll it, so I'll just try to get it as close as I possibly can and say it as close as I possibly can with the Puerto Morelos. And apparently I was pronouncing Quintana Roo wrong. I've always heard it, people pronounce it Quintana Roo, but apparently it's Quintana Roo. Who knew? All these years I've been saying it wrong and no one ever said anything. And I've never heard anybody say row. Never, not that I recall anyway. If they have, I am deaf though, so that doesn't help my my case at all. So oh, there's a fish co-op, and probably fish cop too. I do got to get out fishing. I really do. I haven't gone fishing here at all since we moved here. So, well, I shouldn't say that. We did a fishing tour, a trip, and I got one barracuda. That video is coming up soon. I don't know. There's really not much of a video because it'll be really short because I caught one fish. So, and Nathan caught one, and his was a baby, like maybe might have been this big, a little bit bigger than the screen here. Not much. Mine was a little bit bigger, but his was a little bit smaller. So anyway, it was a good day though. So co-op, yes. Fish cop. Well, there's probably fish cops too. I don't know. So the rules are pretty relaxed. Yeah, the barracuda was really tasty. It was darn good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Nathan had the guy clean it for us. Thank God. I probably would have just cleaned it myself, but I'm glad he asked the guy to clean it. Well, I think the guy offered too. He's like, "Oh, you want me to clean it for you?" Yes, of course, for sure. So, and for only 2 fish, we got quite the feed out of it. Like it was enough to feed all 4 of us, and there was some leftover even. I mean, there was pretty good feed bag for only 2 fish. But like I said, mine was a little bit bigger. So, but yeah, they were nice. It was really good. It was tasty. I hope to get back out again. Now, when we left the fishing trip, the guy that booked it for us, he was sitting off the dock when we come back, and he asked how it was, and there were some guys fishing out there. I said, "Oh, you can fish off the dock?" Because I seen the sign that says no fishing, but there was a lot of people fishing off the dock, but there's a sign there that says no fishing. He's like, "No, you're not allowed to fish off the dock." I'm like, okay, well, there's a lot of guys out there fishing. A lot of local guys out there fishing. So, and I've seen a lot of people fishing out there ever since then, nonstop, day and night. So I don't know if I'll go there because it does say no fishing. So I think at nighttime would be okay when there's not tourists walking on and off there. Like they're out there with the net and the fishing rods and just the lines casting like we would back in Canada, ice fishing, with the spool, and that's it. So they do a lot of that here, bottom fishing. So just like we would back home. So I do have a rod though, so I want to get out. I'll go down to the rock somewhere eventually here. We're still finding our way around, getting our feet wet here, and looking for the perfect beach club now, and checking out all the restaurants and whatnot. So we'll be here for a while. So no big panic to get out fishing. We do have to go into Playa del Carmen tomorrow. We're going to drive into Playa. We got to do an address change, so we have to change our address. So wish us luck for that. It's probably going to be a return trip, go to Playa, turn around and come back, and then have to go back to Playa again. I'm sure of it. It'll be 2 or 3 trips, but I'll keep you posted. So check back in on Monday, and I'll let you know how that went, or Sunday, sorry. And I'll let you know how that went doing the address change for our residency. So we do have our permanent residency now. Hallelujah. Over 4 years in Mexico here now. We have our permanent residency. So Thank you. Thank you. Very blessed to be here, and we're happy to have that all accomplished now. So now we have to do the change of address, and Playa del Carmen is the closest place. We could go to Cancun and do it, but it'll be a little bit easier, and Playa, I think, easier driving around. About the same distance, but smaller town, so smaller than Cancun anyway, bigger than here. So there's no immigration office here to do that. So we have to go and apply to Carmen. I mean, it's only 25 minutes away, so it shouldn't be too terribly bad. So yeah, no, thank you so much. You know, we get a lot of people ask us if we go home. No, we don't go home. I've been home once for a holiday, and Jennifer's never been back in the 4 years we've been here. We have a lot. That's one of the questions a lot of people ask us. Do we go back home? No, we don't go back home. I've been home once in 4 years to visit, and I went back for 5 weeks to visit my family, and that was it. Jennifer went to Vegas to meet up with her sister and one of her nieces in Vegas, so, and some friends. So that was it. She's never been back at all in the 4 years we've been here. Now, her sister might come in February. My sister might come as well. I'm hoping, I'm praying that my sister comes. She really needs a holiday, so she needs a break from the real world, from life. So I've talked about it before. They lost everything in a fire up there in northern Saskatchewan. So she's dealing with insurance and not having a home, and you know, all that stuff that goes along with having your whole life burnt by a forest fire. So the whole town burned down practically, with the exception of a few houses. So she's dealing with that. So she can really use a break. And then the passing of my father has really hit her hard. She was his caregiver. So yeah, she was up in northern Saskatchewan there, just outside of Flin Flon, Creighton, Saskatchewan. Flin Flon's Manitoba, border town. They live in Denair Beach. So if you want to Google that, you can see where Denair Beach is in northern Saskatchewan, north of PA, Prince Albert. So beautiful country. That's where I'd go trapping with my brother-in-law. So if you've seen any of my trapping videos, it's all from up there. Now, luckily, they didn't lose the trapper's cabin, which is amazing. So we're not going to talk about this too much. I've talked about this lots before in other lives. So anyway, I really hope that she comes here, because she really needs a break from life. So from the real world. So I hope she comes, her and Bobby, my brother-in-law. Mr. Bob Perkins, if you're watching, hola, your room is waiting for you right here in this office / spare bedroom with the bunk beds behind me. But it's actually a double bunk. The bottom is a double bunk. It's a double bed, and then the top's a single. And there's actually a Murphy bed underneath that. I don't know if you want to call it a Murphy bed, but there's another bed underneath the double bed that pulls out on the floor. So you can actually sleep 5 people in here, really, if you wanted to. Be a little crowded, but you're only here to sleep. So definitely sleep 3 very comfortably. So 2 in the bottom, 1 on the top. So yeah, thanks for that, Keith. Totally appreciate it. Well, thanks for hopping on, you guys. I really appreciate it. Roger, Keith, anybody else that's on that's not talking, thank you for being here. Jennifer, Lynn, my brother Lynn is on. I didn't even see your thumbs up, Lynn. Sorry about that. We'll quickly go through the comments here quickly then. So we got Roger. He was saying que bueno for the sound, but apparently it wasn't that great. So Roger lies. It was tinny. Keith's the only one who was honest. Oh, Lynn was there too. Give me the smiley, laughy face there. There we go. Keith was saying, hola gringos. Your audio isn't good tonight. Sounds echoey. Glad it's good now. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, sorry, I didn't get a chance to read all that. Yeah, it's only you. Your mic is far away from you. Yeah, well, it was. It was way over there at the camera. Awesome. Awesome. Excelente. And a thumbs up from my brother. And Roger is back again. Crazy Roger. Roger's in the USA. I better lie. I try not to lie. I do my best. I said fine, not good. Yeah. We talked about the fishing. Did a little, yeah. So our landlord was, Jen mentioned that, our landlord mentioned right downtown there's a place where you can buy local fish. The catch of the day, you go down there, right not far from the pier. So the same street that the pier is on, right underneath the restaurant where we ate the other night, where we did the video. I kind of dropped that video. I jumped ahead because it was irrelevant. So it was Thanksgiving, right? So I wanted to pop that video out right away. So we jumped ahead on that video. I got videos in queue from prior to that are coming up. Like tomorrow's video is our first day down there at the beach. So sorry about that, but we wanted to get that video out there, the Thanksgiving dinner, because like I said, it was relevant. So we popped that out a bit early. So if you hadn't seen that, you can go back and check it out. So right below there, they sell fish, fresh fish. We haven't bought any, but we were there with our landlord. They bought some. We've been buying it from the grocery store. And it's down there at the pier, and I'm sure that's where they're getting it from. They're buying it from the locals. They're not getting it shipped in from Puerto Vallarta. You know, it's going to be all local fish, and I'm sure that's where they're buying it from. So, you know, we're probably paying a little bit more, obviously, because we're now buying it from the grocery store. But we don't eat a lot of fish. But once a week we try to eat fish, so we have to go down there and try some fish from there. Thanks for that reminder, though. Definitely, we got to get some fish in there. That's where our landlord goes to buy it. So go down there and buy some, or even better yet, I can go catch my own darn fish, and it'll be free. So I can do that too. I like that idea even better. I like the price of the free fish, and yes, the barracuda was tasty. It was very good. Thanks again, Keith. Appreciate it. Thanks again for that. Sorry about my sister. Yep. Thank you. Oh, I missed Lynn's comment there. No. At the restaurant, yes, it was full, if that's what you're talking about. Oh, no. There was a couple, yeah. So we had talked about that on one of the other previous lives, that there was going to be Mexicans out at the for Thanksgiving dinner, and like I said, there was a few. I don't think they were locals, but they were definitely Mexican. But I think they were from a different state. But they were with a group of gringos, so they were out having dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, with their gringo friends. So other than that, all I seen was old white people at the restaurant for Thanksgiving. It was all old white people, other than me and Jennifer and the guy playing the guitar. He looked like he was probably from the USA. I'm guessing. I have no idea, but I'm just taking a wild guess. So anyway, hey, Magic Crate, thanks for hopping on. Truly appreciate it. So we met Magic Crate in the Yucatan when we first moved here. So we've known Magic Crate for almost over 4 years now, pretty well. It's got to be 4 years now. So, and great guy, lovely family. We've stayed in contact. Thanks for hopping on, my friend. Talk to Mikhail quite often on WhatsApp. I'm looking at my phone like, yeah, that's it. WhatsApp. And on Facebook too. So I don't know. We not really. There hasn't really been too much happen. We did go out the other night. We went to the light up. I was going to play that in the background. I don't know if you want. I can. It's we can drop that in the background and play that while we shoot the poop if you want. It's really not much to see. We did the Christmas light up. I'll see if I can drop it in the background without fudging up too much stuff here. So it's kind of it's a vertical live stream. So, and I'll mute it too, obviously. So we'll just drop that in the background. We were early, like mega early for it. So like mega early. Oh, is it not going to play? What happened? Oh yeah, I lost the camera. Yeah, I don't know what I did here. Sorry about that, guys. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know why it's not playing. I had it working. Oh, there we go. It's not really playing though, is it? Shows it's there, but it's not really playing anything. It's playing in the background here. Maybe let me try to reload it on here. Let's do that. Let me reload it and see if I can get it to play. It's really not that much because really nothing happened for about an hour almost. Like it took them forever to, it was supposed to start at 6 o'clock and we thought it was on the port side, but here it was on the colonial side here on this side. And then, oh, there we go. So we go down there at 6 anyway, and we turn around and we're like, oh, Jennifer's like, oh, it's not here. It's on the other side. Oh, crap. So we had about a half hour anyway because we were early. Like, okay, so we'll book her back over here to this side. We come back over here. And by the time I got parked and we walked down there, it was after 6. And I'm like, we missed it. And it looked like the lights had turned on. And yeah, it looked like we had missed it. And then we start walking down there. And then, no, we didn't miss it at all. There it was. There it was. Oh, let's go to, oh no, let's go to this. Okay. Well, see if this is playing here. I think because I got it on a different window because I'm watching it on a different window. Oh yeah, see when I open that window, then it doesn't play. So anyway, I thought we were late for it. And it turned out we were like not late at all because they didn't start it until 40 minutes, I believe it was. It was at least, I think it was 7 o'clock before they turned the lights on. So just about 7. So let me see if I can bring this up. Hold on. I got to go back. It was pretty good though. There was a lot of people there. There was no gringos whatsoever, like very few. I didn't see, I don't know. I think after about an hour into it, just about, I think I seen a couple whiteys walking around, but it was all locals pretty well. I didn't see, if there was gringos, they were hiding. I didn't see them. I seen 4 people walk by and they were watching the lights light up there. They arrived after, but yeah, I don't even know if that's playing. On my end, it doesn't look like it's playing, but well, we'll just scratch it. Oh, now I'm only half a screen here. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, it don't matter. You can go back and look at it. I think it's because I have it on a different window, so it's not going to play. I have to bring it up on my screen maybe. Well, actually, yeah, let me do that. I'm just going to close this one out because I think that's why. Because I got, I'm trying to watch it from my other channel, and I think that's what the problem is. So I think that's why. I'll watch it from here, and I'll share it. We had a lot of fun though. There was a lot of people. It looked pretty cool. Like there was a lot of people, or a lot of locals standing around waiting. People are very patient here, very, very patient. Like people are just waiting, families, kids. Everyone just sit around and waited, and then finally they turned the lights on. Like I said, an hour into it. Yeah, it was at least an hour into it. What is this? Oh. Hold on. I'm about to give up on this. I even have it open too. Oh, it's not showing up. Oh, there it is there. No, that's a StreamYard one. Oh, weird. I don't know. I can't get it to work. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's not being, not showing up on here that the tab is open. Oh well. No big deal. Today's topic is whatever you want it to be, my friend. I was going to play this live stream in the background, but it doesn't seem to be working, but no big deal. It's already on my page. You can go back and check it out. You might want to fast forward it to the end, though, or put it on double speed because it really doesn't, there's not a lot going on for about a half an hour until they finally turn the lights on. So the topic is wide open, man. It's the floor is yours. Let me know what you want to talk about. Drop it in the comments. Yak it up. Don't be shy. I was just going to talk about what I had done for the last few days, which isn't a heck of a lot. We did our aquasize again today, which we thoroughly enjoy. They've cleaned the pool. We talked about that on the last live stream about how they get in the pool. So absolutely nothing happened to the drone. Nothing. My camera just glitched, though, I noticed. I don't know if it's my USB connection or if it's the camera or what, but it's flickered. So I know if I move that cable even a little bit, it's going to disconnect. So I think it's well, it could be the cable too. I don't know. The camera is brand new, so frick. And my laptop's not old either, but I have a gaming laptop. It's not really a work laptop. It's like a Acer Nitro 5 gaming laptop with a big screen, all lit up red for gaming. But I mean, it's got a good processor and a good video card and whatnot. So, but it's not really designed for live streams for, doing vlogs like this. It's good for video editing and it's good for, it's got a fast processor on it, good video card and whatnot. But for doing these live streams, the camera's crap, the audio's crap. So, and like anything, when you start attaching stuff to equipment, it's just more things to break and not work properly, right? Like anything, so maybe one day when I'm rich and famous like Roger, I'll buy a new system. Well, I was going to talk about that too. That live stream I was going to show you got a copyright strike, so I don't get the 50 cents from Google for that. So I don't get paid my 50 cents from Google because it's got a copyright. So it's no bueno, no money from that video. Which whatever, I don't get my 50 cents. So I could go back in and edit it because they were playing Jingle Bells and Christmas music a couple times in the video. So right away, Google, YouTube's like, no, that's it. You can't monetize this video. So no money for you for that video, whatever. It's like 50 cents maybe. So yeah, whatever. So, and I wanted to leave it real and natural. So I just left it. Like I could go back in and edit it out. YouTube has this thing now where you can edit out the music without getting rid of the voice. So it'll keep the voice, but it'll take the music out. So you can go back and do that. But I just wanted to leave it. So I wanted to leave it raw and natural for you guys as possible. So whatever, I'll skip out on Google's 50 cents that they're going to pay me for that video, if that. Maybe if it got a couple thousand views, it'd maybe be $20. But for the measly couple hundred views that live stream will get, it's like 50 cents, maybe $1, maybe. Not likely, more like 50 cents, maybe even 20 cents. So anyway, so I just left it raw and natural, but it was pretty good anyway. We had a lot of fun. Jennifer and I, we stood down there and we walked around with the phone on the gimbal and shot the live stream in vertical mode. So I think that works best for me with the live streams. So I know a lot of people watch my channel on the big screen TV. So according to my YouTube analytics anyway, so the live streams are best viewed on your phone. So, but yeah, and then they lit the building up, was pretty cool. I mean, it was nice, Feliz Navidad on the building. And then the whole middle section of the street was all the palm trees were lit up in that one block radius. Palm trees on both sides with white LED lights wrapped around all the palm trees in the Meridian area there. It looked pretty cool. It looked pretty neat. So that was neat when they lit that up. And then everyone scurried over from the palace, the government palace, the government building, and went over to the square, which was right across the street, and waited for them to light the tree up. Now, we didn't have to wait very long for the tree. Now, over at the square, they got bleachers, so we went straight up to the top of the bleacher because there wasn't a lot of people crowded around the tree, and there was people obviously in the bleachers as well, but the bleachers weren't packed, so we had lots of room. We scurried to the top of the bleacher, 2 big sections of the bleachers, and then we watched them light the tree up in the bleachers, and it was only about 15 minutes we had to wait for them to light the tree up, which was okay. It was no big deal. So, and the gringos were leaving actually when they're actually on video. They were leaving, and they weren't watching the tree being lit up. And I pointed the phone at them and I said, "Hey, you're leaving now. You're missing the best part. They're about to light the tree up." And the guys they're like, "Do I know this guy? Why is he yelling at us?" Oh man. So I don't know. I think they came back though, because they were right at the corner, and I think they did walk back. I said, "You're gonna miss the tree. Like that's the best part is when you light the tree, not the building. Like you're leaving at the best part." So there was 2 couples, and I think they did come back actually. So but yeah, we didn't have to wait that long for the tree to light up. It was pretty elaborate actually. The tree lit up, and then the whole park lit up. They had lights everywhere throughout the park with the tunnels. They had tunnels going, so you could walk down the tunnel, through the tunnel. They had on both sides of the tunnel, and the tree was on like a stage with all kinds of fake Christmas gifts laid out around it. It looked really, really nice. And then the whole park was lit up, the whole thing with balls. They had lit up balls. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. And there was a lot of people there. A lot of people, a lot of kids, a lot of families. Kids are out there playing soccer, kicking the ball around, dancing and running around and playing. And like I said, it was mostly locals. I didn't hardly see. It was the only white people I saw were those people. There might have been 1 or 2 other ones, but it was mostly locals, So it was a lot of fun, though. We really enjoyed it. So we like getting out and doing stuff like that, where the locals go and hang out and supporting the town and being out there in the community, right? You know, just being out there in the community is nice with the people that live here. You know, so we really enjoyed it, Jennifer and I. So, and then, yeah, we didn't even get any ice cream or anything. Usually when we go out, we'll go for ice cream. We didn't even do that. We're a little bit tired. It was late for us. Late for us old people. It was going on 8:30, I think. It was pushing 9 o'clock. We had to go home. So we walked back after the tree lit up. We actually walked around for a bit and took in some of the festivities after the tree was lit up. And we stuck around probably for a half hour after the tree was lit up and took some pictures and some video, made a few little shorts for the other channel, the short channel. So I don't know. Hopefully you guys are liking that. I don't do the shorts anymore. I don't know if you guys care or not, but no more shorts on this channel. So, yeah, so we walked around anyway and did some videos, some shorts after the live stream and snapped some pictures, took some selfies, obviously. Got to get the selfies in for the Instagram model. And then, yeah, then we just walked to the car and drove home. That was it. And I think we did watch some TV, actually. Yeah, there was, we were going to watch Landsman. But I think we were done that, and then the spin-off of what's it called there with the Western there. Anyway, we watched one episode of one, I believe, of television, and we called it a night. Had a shower and hit the bed. Called it a night. So let's go back to the comments. We got here. Hey, Bob and Sharon here. We're in Huachuca. We just love this town. Hey, thanks for hopping on, my friend. Sorry I didn't get to you sooner. I was busily rambling on like always. Yeah, Huachuca's awesome, isn't it? It's I loved it there. I did. The only thing I didn't like about Huachuca is it's just so far away from everything. Like it's just you got to go so far to get to. If you're just snowbirding there or visiting, it's great. But for me, anyway, personally, to live there full time, I couldn't do it. It's too far away from everything. Nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. Same with Oaxaca City. Nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. But that's just me. That's my opinion. Huachuca is absolutely amazing. The beaches are amazing. The food is amazing in Oaxaca. The beaches are amazing. Did I mention the beaches are amazing and the food's amazing? Because that's what it's really got going for it. It really does. It's so beautiful there. It is. It's a little bit pricey though. It's definitely more expensive than here. That's what we found anyway. That's our opinion. We found it even pricier than here. So my dollar seems to be going further here. So especially rent wise. So, but yeah, a beautiful place. I'm glad we went there when we did, and we thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying it for sure. Our dear friends are over there as well. We know a lot of people over there. Good stuff. Yeah, the best beaches in Huachuca for sure. It's got nice beaches there, man. It really does. Yeah, and the fishing, I wish I would have got some fishing in there too. The fishing is great over there. Great, great, great. Hey, Christopher, thanks for hopping on. Truly appreciate it, my friend. Truly, truly appreciate it. Yeah, all you got to do is ask AI Google. It'll tell you everything about the fishing. But Roger would know. Yeah, it's a great place to snowbird. It really is. It's no, I don't care about Walmart, Roger. It's I like the amenities of a city though. Like it's just too small. Yeah, we don't go to Walmart, buddy. Well, you know that anyway. I know you're just bugging me. But yeah, it's too far away from everything. Not Walmart though, just from like amenities, like city life, movie theaters. If I get sick, have to go to a really major hospital or something like that. I know a lady that moved from there because she was worried if she got sick. She was an elderly lady, and she said, if I get sick here, I could die here because the hospital is not, it's a small town, right? Like there's not, you know, they don't have a big facility for Medicare, right? So she was worried about that, and that is concerning for a lot of people that are aging, for us elderly people. But no, for me, it's just too far away, like to go anywhere, like to travel. Like you got to drive. Like there's nothing around there. You got to go a long ways to get anywhere. Like you can go to Salina Cruz was cool. You know, it was nice there. I love Salina Cruz. No gringos there. Nice little town. They got the Sam's Club over there if you want to go there. I think there's even a Costco. I think it's just Sam's Club. But yeah, it just there's nothing there. There's nothing there. That's it. There's nothing there other than a beautiful beach and good food. So and it's expensive. But again, that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. So, but yeah, it's too far away from everything for me. I did love it there, though. I'm glad I went. I mean, I hope to go back. Maybe not to Huachuca, but I'm definitely going to be going back to Oaxaca City. I'm definitely going back to Oaxaca City. That's definitely on our list to go back to Oaxaca City because I made some amazing freaking friends in Oaxaca City, man. I made some amazing friends in Huachuca, but I was only in Oaxaca City for 4 months, and then I got hooked up with that bike group, and oh my God, my heart is just overjoyed with the friendships that I made in Oaxaca City in that short period of time with my biking friends there. I was so blessed to meet those guys, locals and Americans and people from all over. All over. It was an amazing time in my life there in that short period of time in Oaxaca City. It's really bittersweet because that's where we left little Cece. But Yeah, and my heart still hurts every day, and I think about him every day, and I curl up with his little blanket every night. So I miss him, guys, so much. I miss my little boy so much. So much do I miss him. I don't wish that upon my worst enemy. And yeah, Oaxaca City is definitely a special place, and Huatulco too. I mean, if you get a chance, I highly recommend you go there, and get over to Oaxaca City, guys. Is It's something else, man. Oaxaca City is absolutely amazing. You get a chance, get over there. Take a couple days, a weekend. We did, like when we were in Huatulco, we went there, you know, and visited it before we moved there. We went there with our dear friends David and Laney. So yeah, we had a great time in Oaxaca. We really did. So, and it's like Jalapa. I mean, I'm glad I went there too. Like Jalapa was amazing, absolutely amazing. Where Roger is. Well, Roger's in the USA right now, but yeah, you got to get back over there, man. Yeah, yeah, we could meet up in Oaxaca City. We want to go for Day of the Dead, but we'll fly there. Obviously, now I'm not going to drive. We'll fly there. So we definitely want to go back for Day of the Dead. We're really going to try to do it next year. So obviously not this year, but we're kind of put it on in our calendar to go there next year for Day of the Dead. So because we left before Day of the Dead, because we had to get the heck out of there. We got to go, man. No, we had things set in motion, and we were scheduled to only be there for 4 months, and I wanted to get over here before high season for rental purposes, right? So that's why we came when we did. So, and we kind of strategically traveled our planning around that. So we're going to go to move somewhere. We would go during low season. So we arrive in low season to start looking for rental properties. Don't arrive if you can, don't arrive in high season and expect to get the best deal with a lot of places to rent, because you could be, SOL, right? So, yeah, we wanted to come here in low season, so that's why we left when we did. And I don't know, maybe some people didn't really understand that, because they're all like, "Oh, you're leaving just before Day of the Dead," and we're like, "Yeah, we are," but that was the reason why, is because we wanted to get over here before the high season set in. So, and it worked out good. I mean, we look at the place we got here. We got a beautiful place, like it's geez, we couldn't ask for a better place. We've been so blessed with rental properties, man. So blessed, so blessed. You know. No, it as long as the highway is good, Bob. I mean, they they built that new highway, and there's been a lot of slough ins, and I seen that coming when I first traveled on that highway. I'm looking at the highway, and I'm like, they've left no room for air. So, and it wasn't even the rainy season, and I called it when we first moved there. We were one of the first people to drive on that brand new highway, and I'm looking at it, and you got the road, and then you got the mountain edge, and it's not rock, it's dirt, straight up and down, straight up, and then with some netting. That's it. And I'm like, okay, so what's going to happen when the rainy season comes? They had, I don't know if you've seen on social media, but they had a lot of slough ins where the roads were closed, the road was washed away, falling apart, that one of the tunnels caved in. Hopefully no one was hurt, but they had this beautiful tunnel bored through the caved in because the dirt came down on top of it and it couldn't handle the weight, and it caved in. So as long as the road is all working fine, it's a beautiful drive and it's a great drive. It's a brand new highway. But as long as I don't suggest you go in the rainy season, go in the dry season. So I don't suggest you go in the rainy season. We were pretty lucky. We drove through. I've got videos on it. You can go check it out. I've got 2 or 3 videos of us driving down that highway. You can go and check it out, my friend. Pretty easy to find in our Oaxaca videos. Just scroll back, go to our channel and scroll back. But yeah, it's a good drive overall, though, and it's beautiful. It's a brand new highway as long as it's not sloughed in, So we didn't have to wait too terribly long. couple of times we waited, but yeah, where the road, we had to go up and around and driving on a cow path and where they were removing the dirt and yeah. So it is a beautiful drive though. If you get a chance, I highly recommend you do it for sure. I had a friend that drove from Veracruz and they took the old highway and he said he almost turned around and went back. It was so crappy, he said. And we met them in Coatepec when we were living in Coatepec in Veracruz. And yeah, he said he almost turned around. He was this close to turning around and going back because the road was so shit. So that was the old highway though. So now with this new highway, it's beautiful. Like it really is. Like you're in the mountains and the scenery. It's so green. It's just beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. Beautiful drive. So as long as the highway's good, it's like anywhere, as long as it's not sloughed in. So I don't know who the engineers were that designed that, but they'll get her fixed up though. I think it's going to be a forever problem for many years though to come because there's a lot of areas that need a lot of attention from what I've seen anyway. So, but we'll see how it plays out. But I know it's sloughed in more than once over months, different periods of times, different areas. So, because when we went there the first time, when we traveled it the first time, it was fine. They were still working on it and it was totally fine. But that was before the rainy season. And then we went back on it with Dave and Laney, there were slough-ins. And then when we moved there was even more slough-ins. so yeah, and that was like months later after Dave and Laney when we went with them. And there was still sloughing in. So yeah. I say I got videos on it. It's 5 hours roughly. Yeah, about 5, a little better than 5 hours from La Crucita. Roughly about 5 hours. 2 hours to Puerto Escondido and then another 3 hours down the new highway. So depending on how fast you drive and how many times you're going to stop, but roughly 5 hours. So that's just it. Like I said, it's 5 hours just to get to Oaxaca City, and then from there there's nothing. Like you got to go like to another major center is like Puebla, hours and hours away, right? So yeah, I highly recommend you go there though. Highly recommend. It's beautiful. I liked it there. You can stay right downtown. Like we rented an Airbnb and it wasn't too terribly bad. Like if you're vacationing, we stayed just on the edge of El Centro, and we had an Airbnb that it was secure parking. I have a video on that too. It was pretty cool. That Airbnb was really neat. So you drive in and your car is right inside your suite with you. And then they had like patio doors inside. So the garage door and then the patio doors inside of that you would go into the suite with a living room area, bedroom and a bathroom and your kitchen table. It was pretty cool. And then you would have the patio doors looking out at your car. So your car was right inside your living room with you, basically. It was pretty neat. It was very, very unique. It was a pretty cool Airbnb. So that was where we stayed when we were rental hunting when we first moved there. So when we went with David and Laney, we just stayed in a hotel downtown, which was pretty nice. It was a nice room and had secure parking. So I would recommend that. I have a video on that too. You could check that out. So yeah, and that was we just stayed for the long weekend there. So, and it wasn't far from downtown. Like we walked downtown from there and it was secure parking. You drove your car right inside. So the whole hotel was surrounded by the parking lot. So you drive your car right inside the hotel, basically, So kind of like parking in the middle, and it was all enclosed, other than it was open to the elements from the roof. But yeah, it was kind of neat too. So that was right downtown, and that was kind of a budget-friendly place, pet-friendly, obviously, because we had little Cece with us then. But I really liked that Airbnb that we stayed in. It was pretty cool. It was nice. Had good water pressure, good internet, It was fairly reasonably priced. It wasn't too terribly bad. I mean, it wasn't like $50 or anything like that. You know, it was over $100 a night, I think. Jen, we have all the particulars in it though in the video, so you can go back and have a look at that. All of our Oaxaca videos. So I have everything in our playlist is all separate, guys. So Oaxaca is all separate. Veracruz is separate. You just go to our Two Gringos on the Gulf Facebook or Facebook YouTube channel page, and then go to the playlist, and you can see everything's all separated there. Huachuco, or sorry, Oaxaca. Oaxaca is all mixed in with Huachuco. So Oaxaca, Veracruz, Mexico City, Cancun, and the Yucatan. So everything is all categorized there. So whatever you're looking for, it'll be easy to find. So I got a lot of videos online, man. So I'm up to almost, well, that's including shorts. So we're talking like almost 5,000 videos, but that's shorts as well. I got a lot of shorts. So, but we're not doing the shorts anymore on here. So, and hallelujah, I think that's better for everybody. I think not having the shorts on here. So, oh, there you go. Well, enjoy yourself there, man. You come back on the live stream and let us know how it goes for you, the drive and where you stayed and everything. We're all curious, man. Everybody wants to know. Everybody loves Oaxaca, man. Even the locals love Oaxaca. It's a hot place. So it's very well known for its food and the beaches. 9 bays, 36 beaches, and they're all beautiful. Very clean, so clean there. I was just watching his biking video, making this biking video, and we biked way up the mountains in Oaxaca, and it was so clean. Like they had garbage cans on the pole in this way up in the mountains and just outside the little pueblo, like a little farming village, right? And they had garbage cans all along on the telephone poles and street lights and whatnot. It was pretty nice to see. And the whole area was super clean, man. Please pick up your garbage. It had signs up, no littering, in Spanish, obviously, pick up your garbage. And yeah, it was so clean. It was so clean. It was just like something you would see in a postcard, up in the mountains, so green and just so clean. And yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, it was freaking awesome. Oaxaca's an amazing state, man. It really is. I see the big attraction why people want to go there. It's like say the locals flock there, right? The locals are going there for the food and for the beaches and the culture, right? They really kept their culture. Hey, Sean, thanks for hopping on. Love to share some foods and local customs, Oaxaca. Yep, for sure. 1,000 and 1,000,000%. I would agree. Me too. The best food I've had has been Oaxaca and Mexico City, for sure. For sure. I can honestly say that. The best street tacos I've had was in Mexico City with my dear friend Jorge when I was there visiting his father. And we had tacos on the street, me and Jorge, and they made it with the blue corn tortilla. Oh my God, they were to die for. Holy crap, they were so good. I'll never forget how good they were. And the salsa was freaking amazing. So it was a husband and wife team set up on the street corner. George's dad was in the hospital getting his wrist checked out. And me and George were hungry, and he said to his stepmom, so we're going to go out and get something to eat. And she's like, don't eat on the street corner. You're going to get sick. We just laughed. Okay, see you later, Mom. Off we went and had some street tacos, and oh my God, they were so good. So good. But yeah, Oaxaca's got damn good food for sure. No doubt about that. No doubt about it. Well, thanks everybody for hopping on. I really appreciate it. I think it's a little bit better to do these live streams at nighttime here at 8 o'clock versus 7 p.m. 8 my time. So we're going on 9 now. Jennifer just got home from Bible study. So Jennifer's been doing a lot of baking lately. Yeah, a lot of baking. She makes some little she made some little buns to take to Bible study today, and I'm like, man, don't I get any of those? Like she had like 2 batches of these buns. She made little sandwiches, and I've only been eating once a day. So I've talked about that before too. So we're not going to get into that. I've been over probably a month now, and Jen's loving it that I'm only eating once a day because it's really brought the grocery budget down. The food bill has really decreased, and she's eating less too now because I'm only eating once a day, so she's not eating as much. So she's really liking the new eating once a day new lifestyle for our health and for the budget. So great. So anyway, back to the buns, and I'm like, she left with these buns, made these little sandwiches, and I'm like, and we don't eat a lot of bread anymore. I'm like, man, I could eat one of those buns. They look so good. They turned out fabulous. And she packed them all up and took them. I'm like, oh, I was so disappointed. So anyway, she come home and I'm like, oh, how was the Bible study? Did they like your little? But she's like, yeah, there wasn't as many people as last time, and I had some buns left over. I brought them home for you, a couple for you. And I'm like, oh, hallelujah, thank God. So I just ate 2. They're just little wee like a dinner roll bun. Anyway, hey, Colin, thanks for hopping on. I am good. Thank you so much. We're just talking about bread and food. How could you not be good talking about food and talking about delicious Oaxacan food? Thanks for hopping on. Truly appreciate it. Colin Harder. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I truly do. Thanks for being here with our little group. Glad to have you all here with me. So I think we will continue the live streams anyway on Sunday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's going to be the new thing versus 7. And I'm still going to do them twice a week and then live on location like we did the other night. We'll continue with that, I think. So it's always fun. I like to do the live on location ones. The internet seems to be okay. Vertical live. So, and then it shows you guys the real Mexico. So live on location where I walk around and I show you Mexico and show you what's going on where we are for the most part. So lots of fun. And I enjoy doing those as well. So we're going to wrap her up. So tomorrow's video is actually our first day here in Puerto Morelos, our first day at the beach here. Really, it's not, but that's the video we're on. So sorry, because we did jump ahead with the live streams and with the Thanksgiving video. So we're all done with the rental tours for now. But I do have a realtor friend here, so I'm going to reach out to her and we'll get some more rental videos in here because people really seem to like them. So I appreciate you guys watching the rental videos. If you like the rental videos, give me a thumbs up for this video. That'd be great. Greatly appreciated. If you like them, give me a thumbs up now. That'd be awesome. So we'll get some more rental videos in. So tomorrow we have our first day on the beach here. First day in town, in the port town, on the port side, I should say. We take the car over there, walk around, go out for lunch. You can check that out. We go for lunch, have some delicious seafood that I didn't catch, that I had to pay for, but it was shrimp, so it was pretty good. And then Monday is the new budget video. Yes. Okay. So I was going to drop the budget video Friday, but we still got to wrap it up. So, and I had this video on the go. So new budget video on Monday. And then our first day on the port side. Yeah, the food's pretty good here too. I have no complaints for sure. I mean, it's not Oaxacan food, but it's pretty good. The food in Mexico overall is pretty good. No complaints with the food in Mexico. I haven't had too many bad meals. Thanks for hopping on, everybody. Truly appreciate it. Thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm going to wrap her up. And Christmas markets, I'm absolutely 1,000% will get on that. Christmas, like I said, we just did the light show. They lit the town up, so Christmas is going to be going in full swing here. So we got the whole month of that. And if I come across anything pertinent, I'll pump them out ahead, like Christmas stuff, like I said. And you can watch for live stream. Sean will be doing that at Christmas time. So we'll get out and take in some festivities. A lot of those will be live streams. So show you the real deal, man, walking around doing live streams. So good cell service here. So it's costing me money to do them, but you guys are worth it. So I just wish Google would start giving me some more money. If you could like, comment, and share this video out with your family and friends, that would truly help me out a great deal. Or any of our videos, if you could share them with your family and friends on your social media platforms, that would be one way you could truly help us out a great deal without asking you for any money. Just like, comment, subscribe, and share. That's it. That's all we ask here, man. You're doing us a huge favor. God bless everybody out there. Everybody, Chris, love you, man. Thanks for hopping on. Buenas noches, absolutely. Not too much because we don't shop at Costco, you know. So I don't think it's really affected us too much. I think if you're going to Costco and Sam's Club and all that, then yeah, it's affecting you. But you know, because then if you're buying that imported stuff, you know, then yeah, it's affecting for sure. Like I said, I talked about that a while ago. I bought some socks because our friend has a Costco membership, and we went with her, Jessica, our lovely friend Jessica and Jorge. We went with her. She was shopping in Costco in Merida when we come back over here to the Yucatan. And I get up to the till, and the sock said whatever it was, and all of a sudden the price increased by like 100 and some pesos, and I'm like, what? And I looked at the bill; it was the freaking tariffs, and it wasn't on the sticker price, but it was on the till when I went through, and I was like, you bastards. I would have never paid that much for a sock. I mean, they're good Costco socks, but still, I would have never paid that much for them if I would have known they were going to be that expensive. So, yeah, as long as you stay away from the imported stuff, shop local, buy local, get your ass out of Costco, get your ass out of Walmart and Sam's Club. Shop local, support local. Sorry for my my bad French there. Yeah, shop local, support local, and the tariffs won't bother you too terribly much at all. That's one way to get around it, right? Just shop local, and that's what we try to do anyway. And we shop local as much as possible. We don't go to Costco. We don't go to Sam's Club. I'm addicted to Amazon. I'm sorry, and now I'm freaking buying crap from Temu. But you know, as far as other stuff goes, we can only do so much. You know, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best though. So I boycott all the big box stores. So my little rant there. Get your butt out of freaking Costco. I had a buddy come over and pick Jen up, and he said he was taking some cookies over to the church, and I said for the Bible study. I said, "Oh, cookies, awesome!" And I said, "Do you make them?" "No, I got them from Costco." I go, "Costco? What the heck?" You're going to Costco. There's none of you yet. We go there. He said, "I go to Costco every couple of weeks." He gets a ride to Cancun and goes to Costco. I know a lot of people here, gringos here, that's where they shop. Whatever, teach their own. So it's not for me though. I like giving people a hard time too, and I am joking most of the time. So I joke quite a bit. So if you see me and I joke, don't take me seriously because I joke. And I did pat him on the back. I said, "I'm just teasing you, man. If you know, go to Costco and eat your poison, go ahead." Now, Costco does have some good stuff, but it's like home though. Like when we first moved here, we were going to Sam's Club, and we did the Costco thing too, because that's what you know, right? When we first moved here, and it's like back home, you're dropping $500 when you go to Costco. Like, why? Why am I spending $500? You're buying crap that you don't need. You're overbuying. You're buying all this stuff, you know, sitting in your cupboard, sitting in your fridge. You know, like I don't need all this stuff. Good gravy. So yeah, we stopped doing that. So we actually let our Costco membership expire before we moved here. So, but then we did buy the Sam's Club membership, and now we've let that expire too. So that was when we first moved here. We had the Sam's Club member. We were hardly going. We went a couple of times. Oh, let's get a Sam's Club. We'll go there. So, but yeah, no, it's no different than Costco. You're just spending more money, you know, than you actually need to, right? Buying stuff. We don't need to buy bulk. There's only 2 of us. We're not a family of 10. You know, I don't need to buy bulk. I like the real deal too, man. I like the real deal. Oh, could be. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I wouldn't ship anything because chances are you might not ever see it. My sister sent me birthday cards and Christmas cards, and we never saw it. I never got nothing. So I wouldn't ship. Well, unless you're going to pay a courier company, right? But We're not rich, man. We can't afford that. My family's not wealthy. We're not Trump. We don't have Trump's money. We can't afford that crap. we don't have the politician money. We don't have the tax money. We can't afford that. We're just trying to survive over here, man. Trying to survive. That's it. I'm eating beans and rice, man. Chicken, pork. I can barely afford a steak. I need Google to start paying me. Okay, with that being said, I'm out. God bless everybody out there. Peace on earth. Thanks for hopping on, you guys. And I truly mean it. God bless everybody out there. And please be kind to one another. I'm always joking, so don't ever take me seriously. Adios. Hasta luego. Thumbs up.